Hello, Betty Croswick here. Well, the title of my post this time is What Goes Up Must Come Down. Eventually. Even if eventually it will come down. The main thing, of course, that we're all concerned about that keeps going up is inflation. Inflation is everywhere, and what we put into our bodies, how we transport our bodies, how we feed our bodies to keep life going on this planet and ourselves, our children, our country. Well, it's looking kind of grim. It just really is. Because the thing that is behind the rising inflation, of course, is debt. We have massive debt in the Western world. We have massive debt in Canada and massive debt in the United States of America. But the thing that is behind both types of debt, which is foreign debt and personal household debt, of course, is the fact that more money has been printed and is in a circulation than there is anything to back it up, because every time they print more money, it makes what we already have worth less. Okay? So we have sovereign debt and we have personal household debt. But just a word about sovereign debt, because it's the money owed to the Bank of Canada, or eventually the Bank of International Settlements in Brussels, or it's owed to banks, okay? But eventually it's not paid by Trudeau or the government, because we are the government in this sovereign debt scenario. We, the taxpayers, pay the sovereign debt as well as paying our personal household debt, our mortgages, our credit cards, our borrowing we have done on lines of credit, or the mortgages, the rent's going up, everything's going up that it takes for us to live. So both the sovereign debt and the individual household debt are actually, rolls into one, kind of, at the end of the week when you're figuring up your bills, or the end of the month. It's all one damn debt, because there is the government just keeps putting in, spending money on things. Are all these things necessary? Well, a whole bunch of people don't think so. And one of them is the growing consensus that the war in Ukraine is not really necessary, and it aggravates all of the inflationary tendencies of our governments to, just go at it full hog. We're never going to be able to pay off these debts anyway. We might as well make some more. It's like, people who they're reaching their limit. They start thinking on the credit card. Oh well, what the hell? And we may go. Let's do the limit. We're so close, we might as well do the limit. That seems to be what the liberal government and the Biden government in the United States are of like mind about, as well as there's the Ukraine war. It must be supported at all costs. Russia must be crushed at all costs. And the UK is heavy on crushing Russia also. And Putin just recently said, well, if you're going to crush Russia, go ahead, crush Russia. Go ahead, go to it, crush us. We're here. And so I don't think they're actually going to be able to crush Russia because Russia has a lot of gold and it has a lot of gas and oil. It has a lot of other uh, valuable minerals and stuff, and they have a more unified, disciplined population that, when I say discipline, I mean who have suffered more through wars, who are more stoic. They're used to doing without stuff. Uh, um, Particularly the older ones, and they indoctrinate the younger ones. You know, you be grateful for these things because people died for you to have these goodies that you're experiencing now in the Russian society. You know, I wish we could do that. I wish we could indoctrinate our young people to appreciate really what the generations before us died for, and what my generation died for, and what the younger generation, a lot of them are dying for or think they're dying for. So, but we don't. Uh, we are just not very patriotic here in Canada, I don't think, because we just follow the lead of the U.S. Whatever they say, Trudeau does. And also what the Europeans say, because Trudeau is a godchild, their favorite child of Klaus Schwab. And half of his cabinet is also members of this exclusive club. And the next in line to the Canadian throne, Madame Freeland, is on the board of the International Economic Forum, that is Klaus Schwab's forum. So between Klaus Schwab and people like George Soros, who have endless pockets that can fund and buy off politicians and media, and well, the only hope, in my opinion, is going to be in the uh, parties of the right, and or have traditionally been thought of as parties of the right, that I have never even looked at, because I don't like a lot of their policies of old that I had to deal with as a working person. I became aware that the the conservative parties could be frugal with the uh, with funds, with national funds, to the point of austerity. And the working class, in the early days, in my opinion, but those rules seem to have changed now. Now we have the parties of the right talking about freedom, and talking about how to combat this woke stuff that seems to be seeping into every crack and corner of the mindset of the International Economic Forum crowd, and the really moneyed crowd, the elites in the European Union. So, I'm actually listening more to the conservatives now than I ever had before, and thought I never would. But I don't know if it's the Democratic Party that has changed so drastically. and that it just seems like the Conservative Party is a preferable pick now, or if the Conservative Party has become a lot more um, a lot more sensible in this argument that's going on between Russia and China and the European Union, UK, and the Western world in general. It's hard to tell, but I swear Pierre Poilievre is making more sense to me, a heck of a lot more sense right now than anything Trudeau says or Biden says. That they seem to me to be on the crazy side, because who voted for to just go green? We're going to go green. That's all there is to it. No more Russian stuff. We're going to get rid of Russia and Russian oil and gas and whatever, and crush Russia and get our green new energy. Well, where is the green new energy? Who voted to go green new energy cold turkey, without any thing to take its place, with not enough oil and gas? And Canada now, everybody wants green energy. It sounds wonderful. It sounds lovely. Renewable green energy. Who wouldn't just love it? But it's not here. What's here is exploding prices at the gas tank. What's here is, are we going to have enough energy, enough electricity to get through another winter? Canada gets awful cold in the winter. It's going to take a long time to build all the facilities it would take, as I understand it, to change the gas functions from oil and gas to gasoline to electricity to, and the facilities there that make all these changes are not there. And so we are kind of riding blind or half blind. We're not sure. We don't know. We're trying the green energy. We want it desperately, so much so we'll do anything to crush Russia and get out of gas and oil. Their gas and oil especially is just so tainted. It's not like other gas and oil that actually runs things. So anyway, this is my rant, and it's coming down. Okay, we'll talk about what's coming down next time. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.